We're right back. Day number 2. We got back, we got biceps, and we got traps. And of course, like I say, pretty much every single day, we're going to do some abs. We want our waist to stay small, and we want those big old blocky, just cut deep looking abs. So we're going to do a lot of ab work. That way when we get our body fat back lean, in like 8 months from now, we're going to have a crazy core. It's just going to look phenomenal. That's what we're going for, the 3D looks with all the abs and everything. We want a full, complete physique. All right, we're going to start it off, like I said in another video. Don't be afraid of that Smith machine. But if you got problems and you feel like people's going to judge you and you ain't really worried about your gains, go ahead and just do the barbell, but just keep the reps and the sets the same. But like I say, if you want to build muscle and concentrate on it, go ahead to the Smith machine. We got the barbell Smith machine rows, and we doing 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. As you're seeing in the video, I am literally squeezing my back as hard as possible. I mean, like every single rep, like up until the 9 and then 10, and then I start not squeezing as hard because I'm starting to fatigue. But the goal here is to stretch it all the way out and pull it all the way in and really squeeze your whole back together. We're going to superset that with the dumbbell pullovers. Make sure you use a light weight. That way you can concentrate on working your muscles instead of just moving the weight, because it's going to be, that's a tough superset. It's a compound movement. Even though it's a Smith machine, it's still technically a compound movement. So I think I did 185 pounds on the Smith machine with my rows, and then I think I did only 40 pounds with the dumbbell pullovers when I could do like 80 or 90. But like I say, the goal is not the weight. The goal is to control it and use it like it's supposed to be done. And on our dumbbell pullovers, we're going to do 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps as well. Then we're going to go to the lat machine. We got the lat pull down. We got 3 sets, and we'll stay between 10 to 12 reps. Now, after you do your 3 sets, the 4th set, if you got a spotter, go ahead and do a heavy set. A heavy set like where you should only be able to get 6 reps, and then your partner's going to help you to do 4 force reps. So it's 10 reps total. If you don't have a partner, what you can do instead is pick a heavy weight that you can do about 6 reps, and then drop that weight by 50%, and then try to do 14 to 15 reps where it's 20 reps total, and it'll be about the same amount of volume. Then after we finish with that, we're going to do the underhand lat pull down. This right here is going to have your lats looking really powerful and really wide from the front. That was one of my weaknesses for my show, so I definitely have to get my lats to just flare out a lot better than they do now. So that's why I'm going to do a lot of work with the reverse, or as you call it, underhand lat pull down. We got 3 sets, and we're going to do 10 to 12 reps. Then after we finish with that, we're going to go to the seated cable row machine, but we're going to use a rope. This is probably one of my favorite back exercises, because I can feel my whole back coming alive from the stretch and the contraction. The reason why I like using the rope is because the range of motion is just, it beats anything. When you do either the straight bar, the curled bar, the close grip V bar, any bar you use, you can only bring it to your body, but the rope allows you to be able to go way past your body, so you get a way deeper stretch. So your back squeezes, think about it, your back is squeezing from right here, but when you got the rope, your back is squeezing from right here, so you really feel it working. And we did 4 sets, and we stayed between 8 to 12 reps. Go kind of heavy, but don't go so heavy where you're starting to mess your form up. As you're seeing the video, I'm not doing a lot of rocking. All I'm doing is leaning forward real far out and then pulling in. Now, like your last couple reps, I can see you getting just a little bit of momentum, but try not to jerk it. After we finish with that, we're going to do one of my favorite supersets. We got the band hyper extensions. Like I say, this right here is probably my favorite back exercise out of every back exercise. If I could only do one exercise for my back, this will be the exercise I'm doing, because it's working your complete back. As you're seeing in the video, I'm doing a full stretch for the hyperextension, and then I'm pulling in as I'm coming up. My back's working, everything is working, and then I pull back and get a good roll. Oh my gosh. Try this out if you've never tried it, and I guarantee it, you will love it. It taxes your lower back, your glutes, your whole posterior chain. Your posterior chain is your whole backside. It taxes everything. Every time I do this, I have somebody come up to the gym and ask me what that works, and then they come and they try it. I give them a couple seconds, they'll try it, and they'll fall in love with it, and then a couple days later, I'll see them doing it. I'm telling you, this workout is gain certified. We're going to superset that with the straight bar push down. And like I say, that's another great one for our lats. I like that one. The thing with this is, don't stand upright. I see a lot of people standing upright, but if you bend over just a little bit like I'm doing the video, you get a way far stretch. The stretch is way better. It's like I get a longer range of motion, and my lats really kick in a lot better. We got 4 sets for 8 to 12 reps. After we finish with that, you don't have to do traps if you want to, because I know a lot of people like to do it on their shoulder days, but when my traps are weak, I'm trying to do traps 2 times a week. Same thing on my shoulders, 2 times a week. We got the Barbell Shrugs. As you're seeing, I know you're like, man, that's an ugly ass form. It's not, it's an explosive shrug. So I get a deep stretch and then I explode up and really squeeze. Deep stretch, explode up and really squeeze. I'm doing 25 reps for 4 sets. So you ain't gonna be able to sit there and be all pretty and do these reps, because you're only gonna do like 10, 12 reps, and then your traps and everything is gonna fatigue. Then your biceps and everything else is gonna start picking it up. So make sure the weight is kind of light. Like I said, we got 4 sets for 25 reps, and we're going to superset that with the close grip lat pull down, and we're going to do 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps, slow and controlled. The reason why I do that close grip, like I explained in other videos, it really hits the lower traps, and the shrugs is going to hit the upper traps. You got to train your traps all the way through, low, middle, and top. Technically, there's no such thing as low, middle, and top, but just the way that they're shaped, that's how it is. So I'm trying to hit them from the bottom to the top. Then after we finish with that, we're gonna do a little bit of bicep work. We got the killer 21s with the dumbbells. I know, right? I've never done them in my life. I don't know what made me want to do them with the dumbbells, but I fell in love. The dumbbells allows each arm to work for themselves. So if you got a weak left arm and a strong right arm, it has no help. Your arm's got to fend for itself. So I only used 20 pounds, and by the time I got to like 18, 19 reps, I was feeling it. And we're only going to do 3 sets of this. And I'll, you know, killer 21s, 7 reps at the bottom, 7 reps at the top, then 7 full reps. As you see in the video, most definitely. Biceps still looking pretty good. 3 sets, 21, killer 21s. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the sideways spider curls, but it's kind of like a hammer curl. But the way that I'm doing it, like in the video, I take the flat side of a preacher pad, and I put my arm and just relax it. Make sure your arm is straight up and down. Your elbows should be in line with your wrist. Your wrist should be in line with your shoulders. Make sure you're not cocked over here or cocked over there. Make sure it's straight down all the way. Everything is lined up, and literally just pull it up and just flex. You're not jerking it. That's the reason why you got it on the pad. So when you pull it up and just flex just like that, oh my gosh, like that is one of my favorite exercises for my biceps. I fell in love with that too. And we're only going to do 3 sets, but we're going to do 10 to 12 reps. As you're seeing in the video, pick a weight that's challenging. So about the 8th or 9th rep, you should kind of be struggling. So what you can do is, when you're coming up, just go ahead and take your opposite hand and just help it out and just give it a little bit of tension, but not on the negative. Let it work for itself on the negative. But then when it's coming up and you hit that point where you get stuck, go ahead and let that hand help out and just curl it out and squeeze. 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. Then for our last exercise, like I say, I love my biceps, man, but my biceps are weak. We've got to make our biceps grow. So we went over to the regular just preacher machine, and we did 100 total reps. No matter how many sets it takes you, if you got to do 5 sets of 20, 10 sets of 10, 100 reps. And when I'm doing 100 reps, double reps. As you're seeing in the video, I come up and come up. I don't just bring it up and curl it. I curl it and then curl it. So like when you get the extra little squeeze, like just doing that right there, it almost makes me catch a cramp in my bicep. That double little pump right there is the extra difference that's gonna make your bicep really jump. Now you don't have to, but like I say, I'm doing some type of ab work every single day. We got the side obliques. Oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite oblique exercise. You just get on the hyperextension machine, turn sideways, and you just basically bend. Don't bend too far or you really can pull something and hurt your back. So you're seeing it's kind of a short range of motion, and just really come up and squeeze. Don't just jerk yourself up. Make your obliques work and pull over and squeeze every single rep. And if you're a little bit more advanced like I am, go ahead and put a weight like I'm showing in the video. You can put the weight on the side and kind of hold it. That way it adds that extra resistance. Or if you want to, you can take your opposite hand and lay it straight out and then curl up and pull. However you feel like you want to do it. Like I say, you do not have to use weights, but like I say, we got to build our obliques up just so when we get lean, your body fat super lean, you just see all those shreds in your obliques and don't just look like just a flat piece. We want it to look good and we want our whole body just to cut up. But like I say, that is it. That is day 2 of this full week workout that I'm sending y'all video after video, gain after gain. But like I say, tomorrow is leg day, so I will see y'all tomorrow. Legs, you cannot skip it. Don't be skipping leg days. That's what made me win my show, was them legs. These leg sessions, they're a little brutal, but they are so well designed that they are gain certified. But like I always tell you, make sure you like, make sure you share. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. But like I always tell you in every video, keep getting them gains.